depression does not just come and go, it's there. And it is the third largest cause of death among teenagers in this country. 4,400 kids commit suicide a year, and for every one of those, at least 100 attempt. So now I'm standing here asking you all the same simple question I asked myself when I was in the hospital. Why? But this time, it's why we're not doing more to prevent this. My school has a bridge program for kids that are transitioning in from an extended absence. Many of us have suffered from severe depression and severe anxiety, and many of us say that the program has saved our lives because it puts our mental health first. How can we be expected to be successful in life and go to a good college and have a good career if the pressure is too overwhelming and we don't even finish high school? Bridge talks to our parents, our teachers, anyone we need to know what is going on in order to help us cope. The Bridge team consists of an academic coordinator who has the weirdest taste in music, like this guy is either listening to Bob Marley or like tribal music, there's really no in between. We have a mental health specialist who is obsessed with Mini Butterfingers, an intern who is insanely good at bananagrams, and another intern who, though is very smart and goes to Harvard, has yet to advance past 2 songs on the guitar this year. But even so, these 4 people have become a both necessary and life-changing asset in mine and other Bridge students' lives. I'm here today to ask you all a quick favor to advocate to schools, advocate to your school boards for these programs. Because when I was in the mental hospital, I met a girl, we can call her Jane, and Jane had been there for weeks, and I had never met someone who understood what I was going through. And though I thought that she felt the exact same pain, had the exact same fear as me, she had been there for weeks, it was her 3rd hospitalization, and her school had no support for her. I told her about Bridge, and she was blown away that something like that existed. We shouldn't have to wait for these statistics to get higher and the number of teens to skyrocket. Because if we have the power to raise $100 million in a month for ALS, we have the power to advocate to schools for programs. I'm in the process of creating another nonprofit organization, of which provides schools with the funding necessary to create these programs for teens. So please be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, if you don't have depression or you don't know anyone who does, advocate for the 10 to 15% of our society that is suffering from this disease. We are so blessed to live in a country where our voices are meant to be heard, and they actually mean something. So if just some of you who listen to me talk today advocate to your school boards and you beg, plead, demand that programs are set up, and maybe you start a petition and it's for school-funded support, whatever you do, just do something, the impact will be life-changing. Together, we can fight this disease that is controlling so many of us. And if you're out there and you're dealing with depression, turn the energy that you have towards hatred for this awful thing into energy for change. Because together, we can fight back, and we can't let it win. We can't let depression win anymore. It's time to fight back. Thank you.